Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about all the Minecraft 1.19 news from the past week. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft 1.19 news and other Minecraft videos. And so over the past week we've been getting a couple of tweets by the Minecraft developers about the development for Minecraft 1.19, the wild update. Of course, this update includes stuff like the Deep Dark, the Warden, but also mangrove swamps and frogs. Of course, we've already seen the frogs in Minecraft Bedrock Edition along with tadpoles. So if you want to watch a video where I show you those, then a link to that one is in the top right hand side of your screen. So go check out that video after this one. But as for today, we'll just be going over the developer tweets of the last week, which has some really interesting information, especially about the Warden and some other interesting things you're gonna want to see. And so now, without any further ado, let's just get into the developer tweets from the last week. And so we start off by a tweet from King B-Dogs. So he is a Minecraft gameplay developer at Mojang, and he says, "Can we all appreciate Chiwi's animations for the frog? He seriously nailed it. This is the first mob where we've used keyframe animations, and I think it came out gorgeous while still feeling Minecrafty." And so yeah, the frog is the first mob to have these keyframe animations, and what they mean with this we can see down here in this little video. That is that the frog, of course, has a nice walking animation, also a little animation where it croaks with their mouth popping up. And the frog is actually the first mob to get these keyframe animations, and I do believe that the Warden also has some of these cool animations, and we'll see those later on in this video as well. But there's also a little follow-up tweet here with some interesting information. So King Milius also says, "For those wondering, there is no snapshot today, so this was last week. So Java has a different schedule to Bedrock, which is why we are able to put the frog into a beta. It is still unknown when 1.19 snapshots will start." And so I do believe that we won't be getting a Minecraft Java Edition snapshot for a little while, because, well, currently a lot of the Mojang employees are actually on holiday. And so they won't be back working on the game for a couple of weeks probably. And so we should expect to see some Java Edition snapshots early next year. And I do believe this is also what happened for 1.17, where we got stuff like the goats and goat horns earlier in the Bedrock betas and a couple months later on Java Edition. So this is probably what will happen here with the frog as well. And then speaking of the frog, we have a little video here by Alexander Östman, who was looking at the frog in Bedrock Edition in the beta, and yeah, frogs are supposed to be able to eat slimes, but it wasn't really working right there. It looks really, really awesome. Look at that. The frog's just trying to get the slime, but the slime is somehow avoiding the frog every single time. Beautiful. Also, I don't know what this little square here is. A little bit strange, but okay. Then something I missed in the Bedrock beta video, and that is pointed out here by Chibi. So they say, "I would probably not place axolotls and tadpoles together currently, because yes, axolotls will actually attack tadpoles." They also say down here, "Axolotls seem to be eating tadpoles once, then leave the other tadpoles alone. Never mind, they get pretty full from one tadpole, but once they get hungry again, they attack the next tadpole." So apparently this is not an intended feature, and will probably be fixed in a future Bedrock beta and also in a Java Edition snapshot once we get the frogs. Then we have a tweet here by Marcio, who says, "Vacation time." So as I said, the Minecraft developers will be on vacation. And he says, "See you next year, little friend." And he posts a little video of the Warden going into the ground, which looks really, really funny. It's a really strange animation, but this is what I was talking about, a little keyframe animation for the Warden. I'll play it a couple more times. But do keep in mind that this is a very, very early on in development. Animation is not how the Warden is going to look like once it's going to be fully implemented in 1.19. It's also what King B-Dog says. He quote tweeted this and said, "Just so people know, this animation is very, very work in progress. It will be changed later." But I do think it's really, really fun to see one of these early on in development animations for the Warden. That's just totally crazy, because I don't think that's how the Warden should work. Just digging into the ground and then just turning upside down. That's a little bit strange, I think. But it's a nice way to get a better look at the Warden, especially because there's a little lava nearby, so it's actually pretty bright here. So it's good to be able to see the Warden in a little bit more detail. And speaking of videos about the Warden, we actually got a second video about the Warden, this time from King Bedox himself. And so he also says that he's going on vacation until next year now. But in the meantime, we'll give you a sneak peek at the Warden's emerge behavior, which is much more finished and final than the digging you may have seen. So that's the digging we just saw in the previous video. But he also posted a video here of how the Warden will emerge from the ground. Now it's not very clear here, but I'll try to brighten this up a little bit for you so you can see it a little bit better. But we especially have to focus on the emerging part of this video. So that happens here. So here we see the Warden emerging from the ground, grasping the top and pulling itself out of the ground. Of course, we also have the darkness effect, which makes it even more difficult to see. But there we go. We also have to listen to this because there's lots of sound design already worked out for the wild update. And there we go, those are the sounds. It sounds incredible, super creepy, and really something I haven't seen in Minecraft just yet. So once again, those sounds when the Warden emerges from the ground are amazing. Really adds another element of, like, horror to Minecraft. And so I'll also leave links to all the tweets I show in this video in the description down below, so you can check them out in a little bit more detail yourself as well. And of course, follow the Minecraft developers on Twitter because they post a lot of amazing stuff about the game and also other amazing tweets that are very funny. Oh yeah, and they want to add quantum mechanics into the game, which I think is really nice. A little bit of spooky action at a distance, quantum entanglement, would be super interesting. Maybe even put Schrodinger's cat in there, who knows. New type of cat. No, but I love these tweets by King Bedox, it's amazing. And then I think we have a really interesting tweet here. So we talked about the animations for the frog and the Warden, and you also see that a lot of people are saying they want all animations updated because of the newer keyframe animations from the frog and the Warden. So many mobs in Minecraft don't really have lots of animations, or they just have their feet that move a little bit, their arms that swing around a little bit, and that's pretty much it. And so King Bedox here asks, would people really want to get rid of the classic swinging side to side of player humanoid legs and arms, for example? And so he also follows along here, so he says, I see a lot of updated animations from community mods which get rid of this type of motion in players in favor of more realistic stepping and jogging, which look really cool, but there's just something really iconic about the OG animations for players, skeletons and zombies. I think improved animations are obviously nice, but I think the art style of Minecraft and places like these can be more iconic than intended, and we need to respect that. I want us to be very careful about updating old animations, if we ever did. Of course, in saying that, for non-humanoid models, I think cows, pigs, etc. would certainly get away with better animations without removing anything of substance. I really just think the player and common humanoid mobs that I would be worried about. And so if you want to leave some feedback here for King Bedox, as I said, links for these tweets are in the description down below. Personally, I do believe updating some old animations would be perfectly fine and would really help in making the game feel more alive. But for some mobs, I don't really think it is necessary, like for zombies indeed and players. I don't think those need much more new animations. And King Bedox also here assures that no joints for limbs will not be added into the game. That's a huge no-no for Minecraft. And so Felix here also mentions that, in my opinion, I don't think we've got a strong definition for what our animation style or identity is, and it needs exploring with new mobs before applying it to old ones. A treatment akin to the strong identity defined for textures and models by Jasper. So of course they also like overhauled pretty much all the textures in the game in the previous update, and so it would be nice to have some sort of overall update to all the animations. That wouldn't have to be like a big update and a big change, but just refining some old animations would be really cool. And so there we go, those are all the developer tweets from the last week. Some interesting information about the Warden and Minecraft animations. So if you like this video, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft 1.19 news and other Minecraft videos. I want to thank my tier 3 member, the Smikkelaar. Thank you so much for becoming a tier 3 member. If you also want to become a member, click the blue join the video to check out the different tiers. But there we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video and hope you all in the next one. So until then, bye bye.